have a little bar area over there where they do breakfast as well. Okay, so welcome everybody to the video. Today we're going to be doing my review of our stay at the Doubletree by Hilton Times Square West Hotel in New York City in Manhattan. So I'm going to show you around the room, and then I'm going to give you some tips and tricks and also things that we saw on the stay, and as to whether we would recommend a stay here at the hotel. So let me show you around the room. This video has been filmed on September 9th 2024. We did read a lot of the reviews before deciding to stay here. I think it's rated at the time 3.5 out of 5 stars on TripAdvisor. I'll pop up some reviews of what people were saying. Now they are fairly mixed, and just before we did end up staying here, there was quite a few 1-star rated reviews, which did leave a little bit of doubt in our mind about what people were saying, but we decided rather than moving hotel, we'll stick with the hotel and see if we would recommend coming or not. So let me show you around and then I'll tell you all about our stay. So as we come in, pretty standard size for a New York City hotel room. King size bed, decent size bed, a very comfortable sleep with some brilliant pillows. Now as we head over to the bedside table, you do have USB ports there so you can charge your devices. You do also have a plug socket down there by the bed. We do have some air conditioning here, which ventilates up there and up there. Can be quite noisy. We've got used to the sound here, so it does provide some really good air conditioning, in particular when you're staying here on a warm, sunny day. We do have a full-length mirror right here, nearby where you find the door, and first area for us to store our large suitcase and hand luggage. Now as we come in here, I'll just sit on the bed. You do have a television, LG television. Actually pretty good, to be fair, because it's allowed me to access watching films, TV programs, live sport like baseball and NFL, so pretty decent. You do get 2 glasses. We're using one of the glasses to store our toothbrushes in the bathroom. We've got an ice bucket. Also got a coffee maker with some tea and coffee making stuff there, and plenty of area for some storage. And right there as well, we decided to store the other large suitcase so it's not interfering with our walkway to the bathroom, which you find over there. Now you do get an ironing board as well. You also get a wardrobe or closet of decent size right here. In here you'll find a couple of drawers along with some coat hangers and iron and some more areas for storage. Now the first thing you'll have noticed is that door opens perfectly fine. This one here, I don't know why, just likes to shut. There we go. We've also got desk area with bin underneath, bedside table with a safe right here as well for you to store any of your important things. My favourite things here at the hotel is the view. As we open it up, there is our view of New York City, and I think a lot of people would pay a lot of money. If I pan over here, you've got the Empire State Building, which I think is one of my favourite views that I've ever had in any hotel stay ever. Now we're up on the 35th floor. It's got 36 floors here at the hotel. So we're on the second to last floor, and it picks up a little bit of outside noise. The air conditioning does its job really well, so we've not had to have the window open. So other than the sirens of the very noisy New York City, had no real disturbances up here on the 35th floor with outside noise. So let me show you around the bathroom. Now, we've made ourselves at home in the bathroom, so we've moved our stuff in, but you get yourself all the classics: a loo, sink and shower that does a pretty good job, along with towels provided, and you've also got some hand soap and shampoo and conditioner in the shower with your mirror, which is lit up. You are also given a hairdryer. The hotel wall does have some scuffs and tears here and there. Also has a chip on the floor. A crack by the shower. And some cracks in the sink as well, which are smooth cracks so you don't cut your finger. It does have a little bit of wear and tear. Rooms are a little bit dated, but I knew that before booking here from looking at the pictures, so it is what it is. If I'd paid a lot of money, I'd probably have more of a problem with that than what I do. All in all, does a very good job in New York City. So, do have some tips and tricks for you guys. So, some tips and tricks then when staying at the Doubletree by Hilton, Times Square West. It is a name with a reputation which I would probably place on the hotel chain market as a mid-range place to stay. Now, obviously with the reviews, people have concerns about what's going on not only inside the hotel but outside of the hotel. People complaining about the smell of marijuana, about the smell from the sewage, about the smells coming in from people as well. I've found New York City as a whole is a pretty smelly city, so I don't think that's a thing that's just restricted to this hotel. And in particular, when you're staying in the Times Square area, a lot of places around Times Square smell as far as I'm concerned. So I think that's a bit unfair to start marking the hotel down due to the smell. I think that's a city problem rather than a hotel specific problem, because I think you'll have this problem if you stay anywhere around the close proximity of Times Square and a lot of places in the city as well. Now, other people have been complaining about there being lots of rubbish all over the streets. Again, New York City problem rather than the hotel's problem. There's no alleyways in New York City. You've got nowhere to put your rubbish, so they'll put them on the curbside, and as far as I'm aware, they seem to get sorted every single evening. So when you arrive to the hotel in the evening, it isn't picturesque. Nowhere in New York City, as far as a view from the sidewalk, is picturesque in my opinion. So again, it's a city problem, not a hotel problem. I think it's unfair to mark the hotel down for that as well. Now, other people have been saying this and that about the hotel, about people hanging around the local areas around the hotel. The hotel is literally opposite the Port Authority bus terminal, which makes it very accessible for if you're wanting to take any transits into New Jersey, if you're wanting to access the subway towards Times Square. And Times Square has excellent connections across the whole city and all of the boroughs of New York City as well. So very accessible, and with it having so much accessibility means in New York City it's a very weird and wonderful city, so you will get a lot of characters around. Now, I've never once around the hotel area felt unsafe. I've never once felt like there was any problems, and I think that once you stay in a longer period of time through New York City, you just kind of get used to the city and how things work and how things are, and you allow yourself to be able to just persevere and kind of ignore everything that's happening around you. And as I said, I've not really seen anything from my 7-day stay here that seemed anything going on or anything untoward when it comes to any of the particular people or characters around the hotel. I found it a particularly safe, warm and welcoming hotel, and I think if I wanted to stay in Times Square again, I would stay here again, because the price reflects what we've paid here. A very good stay, provides a really good night's sleep. Air conditioning is very good, and we've come here at the back end of summer as we're entering into the fall season, and it's done a really good job. So for me, I'd probably, in terms of comfort, give the hotel a 4 out of 5. In terms of value for money, it's provided everything that I've wanted it to do. It's a cheaper hotel that's very comfortable, that has been safe, and as I said, no real problems with any parts of the hotel, so I'd probably give that a 5 out of 5. Now, the only other thing to talk about is that lots of people are always complaining about the lift situation. Now, thankfully, and we've not pre-planned this, it's just fallen very lucky for us, we're up on the 35th floor, and because we're up on the 35th floor, it might take a little bit longer when we're in the lobby to get up to the 35th floor, but there's 4 lifts available, and other than one day, all the other days that we've had here, we've had no problems in getting into the lift or having any long stays. In fact, it's been near enough just a walk on, or we've waited less than a minute for a lift. And because we're up on the 35th floor, we're one of the first people to get in the lift when we're going back down, and that would be my recommendation. If you're staying at the hotel, in your additional notes box, just write prefer a room on the higher floor. The higher up you are in this hotel, the more likely it is you're going to encounter no problems in the elevators, because I've seen numerous times during my stay people start staying anywhere between the 2nd floor and the 20th floor. You're running the risk that the elevators, as they're coming down, are already full, and you're going to be stood there for a long period of time pressing the button in the hope that the lift isn't going to be full. This hotel is a very large hotel that accommodates a lot of people, and New York City has a lot of people in as well, with people wanting to get up and about at all kinds of times in the day. The higher up you are, you're going to be getting into the lift first, which means you're going to be having no problems when it comes to the elevator. So that would be my recommendation when staying at this hotel. We've not booked breakfast during our stay here at the Doubletree by Hilton, Times Square West. If you do book breakfast, you can find that located in the lobby where the bar area is. As I said, not booked breakfast, so I can't comment on that. There's lots of places around New York that you can have breakfast in, and we've chosen to do that instead. You will find a bar area in the same area that they're doing the breakfast. They do have a rooftop bar here, but at the time of me staying here in September 2024, that bar is being refurbished, so that's on the 37th floor, I think, or the lift says that it's on the 37th floor anyway. So once that has been refurbished, I'm sure it'll look very smart, and you'll have a rooftop bar to enjoy in the hotel as well. In terms of the cleanliness, can't really fault the staff. Have been absolutely spot on. Some people have said that in terms of their bed sheets being changed, towels being changed, and the room being clean, it can be every other day. It's been every single day. It's been incredibly consistent. Room's been very clean. Room's been very comfortable. I can't fault it. And as far as I'm concerned, as I said, if I was staying in Times Square again, I would not hesitate to stay in this hotel. I think these reviews are very unfair. I've been saying all through my week here that New York City is not a city for the faint-hearted, and once you get used to the city, you realise that actually this is a pretty clean, comfortable hotel to stay in, and that's the point of the hotel and the point of every hotel in New York City as well. It provides you a good night's sleep in a safe environment for you to go out and explore one of the biggest cities in the world. So there we go, that has been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do leave a thumbs up, that would be great. Don't forget to subscribe as well. I hope I've reassured some of you guys that have booked the hotel to not ignore the reviews. I don't want people to ignore what people's stays are like. I just think that some of the stuff that's being put out there is very unfair on the hotel, and I can only speak from my experience, and my experience has been a very pleasurable experience here at the hotel. And as I said, I won't hesitate to stay here again if I wanted to stay in Times Square. So if you do have any other questions, just drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them for you guys. And I do hope you guys did enjoy the video. So I've been JSGC Vlogs. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. I do have other New York City videos out for you guys to go and enjoy, and we've got more coming up as well for you guys to enjoy, so do stay tuned for that, and I'll see you all again real soon. So I've been JSGC Vlogs. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Peace. Ciao for now.